Hey everybody, welcome to the Sunshine Fashion Love channel. I'm Jen. Recently I picked up this Louis Vuitton Neverfull. It is in pretty good condition. There was something that was bothering me, so I'm going to try to fix it in this video. The edges of the leather on the straps, over time, it starts out with this reddish glazing, but as you carry the bag and it ages, the edge tends to get a little bit fuzzy, the glazing sort of breaks down, and you start to get these little fuzzies on the edge. So I had seen another video by Ash XL Reviews, and she did a whole series where she refurbished a Neverfull PM. So I thought I would try her method because it looked like it worked pretty well. I bought a few supplies, and I'm gonna try to do things a little bit differently. So here are all of the supplies I will be featuring in this video. Links are down below in the description box. I bought everything from Amazon. This is not a sponsored video. The links are affiliate for the most part, but I purchased everything myself. I bought this wood burnishing tool, so we're gonna be using that. I also got this, I think this is a Japanese product. This is Tokonole burnishing gum for flesh side and edges of leather. It kind of looks like, here we go. It kind of looks like glue. In her video, Ash used, I believe, a Q-tip to apply the burnishing gum. I bought a set of fine detail paintbrushes, so I'm gonna be trying to use this. This is brush number 4. I got it in a set, but I really only needed like a couple of them. I also used one for something else I did. And then I also have some painter's tape. For the most part, the shapes on the bag are in good condition, so I don't really need to do that, but the part where the drawstring attaches, this part's a little bit fuzzy, so we're gonna be using the tape for that. And then I also have these cotton cloths, just in case I spill anything or whatever, or need to clean something up. So can be pretty quick. So I'll show you a close-up of the edges here, so you can see they're pretty, it's a little bit fuzzy here. So that's what we're gonna be trying to fix. And I'm gonna be basically just doing the section from kind of here to the other side. Yeah, this is pretty runny, so be careful with it. And that's why I've got the cloth here, just in case. And you'll see results really quick. I did a little section just to test it out, and it worked pretty well. Okay, so I'm gonna start just picking up a little bit of the product in the cap here. And the reason I'm using the fine detail paintbrush is just so I can really get this little part. And you can start to see the difference already. You can see a little bit more of the detail with the red glazing. Again, I think this paintbrush works pretty well for this task. Real light, steady hand here. Don't glop too much on. I'm trying to just keep it to the edges here. And if you do get any on the main part, you can sort of wipe it off with your finger, like this. I'm sort of just dabbing it here and then I'll kind of brush it in once it's applied here. Okay, so now that it's started to soak in, see it starts to get tacky, you just take the burnishing tool here. So take this and then I'm using the tip of it and just rub this area. And that's literally all you have to do. It'll soak in and it'll be smooth. It'll feel a little bit more sealed in. It definitely got rid of the fuzzies pretty much immediately. And you don't really need to do this a lot, just enough to kind of pack this product in here. And you'll just do this on the entire strap. Is any areas that you think need an application of this. But you can even tell once I applied the burnishing gum, the glazing color is actually sort of coming back. It's a little bit darker, obviously, than when the bag was new. Doesn't this look so much better? This product is kind of amazing. It works super well. Really helps fix this issue on this particular bag. And the directions say to wait until it's sort of tacky and half dried to actually use the burnishing tool. Quite a night and day difference for sure here. Looks so much cleaner, and even picking it up, I don't feel those rough edges, so that definitely helped. You can see this area here is pretty rough, so I'm gonna need to pay special attention to this section. Okay, so let's get some burnishing gum here. This is pretty much the most wear and tear and roughness is right here where the strap really attaches to the bag. So this area is pretty noticeable. So I'm trying to be careful not to get this on the canvas. You can actually block off some areas with tape too if you're worried about it. I think the fine detail paintbrush is a good tool for this job. It really seems to be helping here. And you can also use some water wipes for your hands if you want to clean off your hands or just wash your hands. All right, yes, it's starting to soak in. So let me just take the burnishing tool and just rub this area. Here we go. Yeah, it feels a lot smoother now. I can tell I have enough product in here because this is rubbing smoothly over this section and there's no roughness. So if you feel like it's a bit rough, apply a bit more of the burnishing gum until it's like smooth. Like it should feel smooth when you're using the burnishing tool and rubbing this in. Okay, yeah, here we go. This looks so much better. This area here where the drawstrings are attached to the bag, this is a little bit rough, so I do want to apply some here. But I'm going to do something a bit different. I'm going to put some painter's tape around this area just to protect the canvas and make sure that when I'm burnishing this section, I'm not like rubbing away at the canvas. Just small pieces. I'm just going to put these around here just to protect this section. Okay, here we go. And this sort of slides under. All right. And you can sort of slide this under here, trying to protect the canvas from any rubbing or getting product on it. So this works actually pretty okay. So I'm going to do this to both sides here. I'm going to apply it just on this edge here. It's just getting a little bit rough here, so I just want to try to prevent any more damage on this section. Yeah, this looks better already. I'm just going to put some, because the tape's here, I don't really have to worry too much about getting it on the canvas. So now that we've got some burnishing gum on, I'm just going to take this and literally do the same thing, sort of rub this like this. And this should be pretty good. Definitely looks better here. Let's take the tape off. This looks so much better now. All right, we'll do the other side as well. On the opposite side of the bag, those pieces really are still in good shape, so they don't need any burnishing gum. Just this particular side of the bag. And that's really it. All right, we'll take the tape off. There we go. This is actually a very simple process, and once you get the hang of it, you can get into a rhythm and the time goes by pretty quickly. It feels like it's like a painting project, you know what I mean? So yeah, not too bad. And that's really all there is to it. We'll do another little section here just to demonstrate. You can see this is pretty fuzzy here. So we'll just take a little bit of the burnishing gum, apply some of the burnishing gum just to the edges. But this is pretty much all there is to it. Again, you just need a few products and a little bit of elbow grease and your straps will look fantastic at the end. Here's a bit of a before and after close-up. This is before, yeah, look, rough edges, little bits coming out. And then this is after you use the burnishing gum and tool. Quite a stark difference. And again, just a few simple products and a little bit of time, and you can do this simple refurb yourself on a Louis Vuitton Neverfull. I hope you found this video helpful. Again, products I used are linked down below in the description box. This was not super expensive stuff here, and everything can be purchased on Amazon. Let me know what you think about this video. I hope you found it helpful. I'm Jen with the Sunshine Fashion Love channel. Check out some of my other bag videos here, and I'll see you again in the next one.